The build-up to the fight between Gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach has been full of confusion. But what just happened may have made things much worse.
Beat his ass for y'all talking. For real. Up at be quiet.
I don't give a fuck if y'all was quiet, y'all was loud.
We got the wood over there. Like, twist it up. I don't give a fuck about none of that.
Do whatever y'all want. My mother, he can't stop nothing over here.
None of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna f him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's gonna get
under y'all face.
What do I look like him?
Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee he pay for it.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you fucked up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you out your spot. They gonna trick you out your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
We're talking about a shocking and crazy move from Lamont Roach that has the whole boxing world talking. He didn't just talk trash. He actually put his whole career at risk. Yes, you read that right. Roach didn't just talk. He backed up his words with real action, and Tank's response, legendary. There's big money, bold moves, and high stakes that could completely change the fight's vibe. We all know Tank doesn't tolerate disrespect, and when he heard about the huge bet Roach made, he lost it, and it was pure gold. But what does this mean for the fight? Is it just another trick from Roach? Or is he really brave enough to risk everything for a shot at greatness? And how did Tank react? Let's break it down. Lamont Roach just did something no one expected. He made a bet that could change his whole career. And this is no small wager. He's going all in.
Just overall being something that he's not been in the ring with. I'm the total package, and honestly, sometimes I think he doubts himself. But I'm a competitor, and I feel like I'm the best. So I'm a show up.
When he talks about you not bringing your family, what goes through your mind when you hear him say that?
I ain't worried.
In a live interview, Lamont Roach made a daring statement. If he loses to Gervonta Davis, he will retire from boxing for good. Yes, you heard that correctly. Roach said if he loses, he's done with the sport. But here's the twist: if he wins, Tank has to give up his championship belts right then and there in the ring. Lamont is so sure of his skills, his strategy, and his ability to beat Tank that he's willing to risk his whole career on this fight.
Why was it so easy when he fought Frank Martin?
Frank Martin was inexperienced and nervous. You know, it is what it is. It's going to be a different fight when I'm in there. He's going to be a different fighter when he's fighting me.
Hey, what's your game plan for the fight?
Whoop his ass. I'm always looking for a knockout. No matter what, I'm always prepared for 12 rounds. But I'm always looking for a knockout, and if I get the chance, I'm going to try to knock his head off.
If that's not next level confidence, I don't know what is. But let's be honest. Is this smart or just plain crazy? Some fans think Roach is just trying to build up the drama, making the already intense matchup even bigger. On the other hand, some believe he's completely lost it and made a big mistake, especially since Tankdavis is on a whole different level.
Yeah, that's fine.
What up, though? I'm there.
And you knew Gervonta wasn't going to let this slide. As soon as he heard about Roach's bet, Tank hit back, calling him delusional, desperate, and reckless with his career. Can you blame him? Tank is the top guy for a reason, and Roach's move definitely seems out of control. But then again, what if Roach knows something we don't? What if he has the perfect plan and truly believes he can pull off a huge surprise? If you know Tank, you know he never backs down from a challenge. But when he heard about this bet, he was heated. Tank went live on Instagram, laughing at the idea and saying, "Man, this dude is crazy. You really think I'm just going to hand you my belts? You must be out of your mind." But here's where things got interesting. Tank didn't just ignore it. You could tell he took it personally. He even made it bigger, saying, "If you want to bet, let's make it real. If you lose, you have to apologize to me on live TV and say I'm the best in the game. And trust me." That set the internet on fire. Fans went wild in the comments, picking sides, and hyping up the fight like never before. And just when you thought the stakes couldn't get any higher, Tank dropped a bombshell. He announced that 2025 would be his final year in boxing.
25 is at the next year. I'm out of it.
After our second fight.
You're out of it?
Yeah,
Care to elaborate on that?
out of the sport.
After our second fight. Nah, no, I'm gonna win, bro.
Nah, I could tell you my fights.
Yep, you heard that correctly. The top fighter in the lightweight division. One of the hardest hitting boxers of this era, and arguably the biggest star in boxing right now, is about to retire for good. And let's be honest, this changes everything.
Are you retiring?
Are you losing the
Trash.
What changed? What made this?
It's trash, garbage.
If you got the opportunity to sign a prospect for GTD, who will be?
I'm out of it.
Gervonta, something should have happened during this time, because when I saw you at the Frank Martin press conference, it looked like you were like the talks about retirement was not even discussed at this moment, and now it's something you keep on repeating. Is it just because obviously what you've done through boxing since you were a kid and everything?
Fed up with the
Can you give us, where's Calvin Ford? Is Calvin Ford and or Leonard Edelby usually they're around to?
You think you might regain the love for it though? You never know. Like, like say you got to squash today.
For years, Tank has been hinting at retiring early, saying he wants to focus more on his kids, his family, and life beyond boxing. And honestly, who can blame him? He's been at the top for years, has millions in the bank, and has achieved everything a fighter could dream of. He's won world titles, knocked out some of the best, and solidified himself as the top guy in the lightweight division. But here's the thing, no one actually thought he'd go through with it. Fans always thought Tank would fight for a few more years, especially with huge fights still out there waiting.
That's why I don't want to box no more. I want to do therapy, right? But I feel as though if I do therapy, it will lose the fire that I have inside me. I want everything out of me, West, though. I don't never think about fighting again. I don't think about even getting angry. You know what I mean? Because I have two daughters. I'm wanting to be much softer, you know what I mean? Be more humble and things like that.
But now, Tank has made it clear that 2025 will be his final year, which means this fight against Lamont Roach could be one of the last times we see him in the ring. Think about how crazy that is. One of the most powerful knockout artists of this generation might only have one or two fights left before he calls it quits. And you know that makes this fight with Roach even more significant for Roach. This isn't just about a title anymore. It's about beating a living legend before he retires. Let's be real, Tank isn't the type to just cruise through his final fights. If anything, knowing retirement is coming, he's going to come out even more dangerous, aiming to leave no doubt that he's the best of this era.
No, I think Lamont Roach is a terrific fighter. He might be a little over his head with Gervonta Davis. Gervonta Davis is, to say the least, he's a beast. He really is. He's a tremendous fighter. He's a dedicated fighter when it comes to training and fighting and making sure that he's in optimal conditions when he steps inside that squared circle. It's going to be a tough night for Roach, but you can never count him out. You know, watching him fight up close and personal, he's sneaky good, which means he can catch you at any time. He can land combinations sometimes at will, without you even knowing it. You know, he's that sneaky. So yeah, it's going to be very interesting. But, obviously Gervonta Davis has the experience. He has the knowledge. He has that mean streak in him that will take you out with any punch.
When it comes to who's the favorite in this fight, let's be honest, Tankdavis is the top dog. There's no debate, no argument. He's pound for pound one of the most dangerous fighters alive. And almost every expert from former champs to analyst agrees. Lamont Roach is stepping into deep waters. Boxing legends, trainers, and current fighters have all spoken up, and most are backing Tank. Why? Because he's got it all: the incredible power, underrated speed, and top tier boxing IQ.
Damn. All the history. You gotta love it. What do you think about Tank versus, obviously?
Oh, Roach?
Yeah, Roach.
Well, they've known each other for so long now. You know, they grew up nearby, in DC. And I think overall, I think it's gonna be a good fight for as long as Tank wants it to be. Yeah.
You mean like he get him out of there?
I think he will. I think Roach. They know each other very well. They know what type of styles they like to put on. I mean, they used to fight a lot in the amateurs, probably sparred too. So I think that it'll just go to show. But remember, everybody got to realize Lamont Roach is going up to 135. He's going up a weight class.
Right.
And I think that's what makes me think that Tank should wipe him out.
And let's not forget, Tank isn't just a knockout artist, he's a pro at setting traps, countering, and breaking his opponents down step by step. He has that rare combination of explosive aggression and top-tier ring IQ that makes him nearly unbeatable.
Lamont and Tank have history. What can you tell us about their history and how that's gonna play into the fight come fight night?
They got amateur history. They fought maybe 2 or 3 times. Tank being the winner. They sparred a few times. Tank got the best of the sparring. They just bigger and stronger now, older.
Now, it's some word out there that Lamont say, he got some film that don't make Tank look too good. What could that? How could that affect the outcome on December 14th?
Shit, man. Tank last 4 or 5 opponents all had film about how they beat him up in sparring. If that's the case, that shit happen. But fight night, we all know the outcome.
That's not to say Lamont Roach is being completely written off. Some experts believe his smooth counterpunching and disciplined boxing style could give Tank some trouble, especially in the early rounds. If Roach can stay on the outside, use his footwork, and avoid Tank's powerful left hand, he might be able to steal a few rounds.
I don't know Lamont Roach, but when you look at Shakur Stevenson, when you're looking at these other fights that he should really be fighting, he don't want to do them fights. He wants to retire.
Yeah.
So don't come and but don't come and come at me.
Yeah.
And go, oh yeah, let's give it all, very big bollocks, and go, oh yeah, let's give him some stick, and then make out like we want the fight, and then we send an offer over, and then you fight for 15 million, and yet you fight Lamont Roach. Don't do all that. Do you know what I mean?
It was a real offer. That was true then.
It was a real offer. We offered. I said, listen, you keep talking my promoter's gonna get back to you in 48 hours. 50 minutes. Initial offer sent over. But was it Uncle Al didn't let him out to play? His boss didn't let him out. That's it. So he wants to talk about 50 million. First offer.
There was room to negotiate.
Of course there was. But he's an idiot. I don't even know if he knows what negotiating means.
But let's be real, Tank has faced tougher, stronger, and faster opponents than Roach before. And every time, he finds a way to win. Whether it's with a brutal knockout, a late stoppage, or a dominant decision, Tank always gets the job done. And with the added pressure of his retirement coming up, you can bet he's entering this fight with something to prove.
My whole family is from DC. My whole family, like my entire family.
Don't bring them. Don't bring them.
For what?
Don't bring them. I'm telling you.
They gonna celebrate with me. Yeah,
don't bring them.
It's gonna be a party on your floor.
I'm gonna let y'all know, son. His father was up here shaking on the what's the name? He was shaking on the
Pops.
On my kids, he was shaking on.
Hey, never.
That's cap. What I'm about to say?
How you gonna say it's cap? And
it gotta be.
You gonna say it's cap? I'm watching them.
Gotta be.
Hey, somebody lying.
Good.
Hey,
yeah, somebody lying. Hey. Somebody lying.
Hey.
Okay, Tank.
At the end of the day, the pros respect Roach's confidence, but no one's betting against Davis. This fight is officially must-watch TV, with all the trash talk, personal stakes, and this crazy bet on the table. Who's walking away victorious? I want to hear from you who's taking this one. Drop your predictions in the comments. Is Tank about to humble Roach? Or is Roach going to pull off the ultimate surprise? And of course, if you're hyped for this fight, smash that like button, subscribe for more exciting boxing content, and hit that bell icon so you never miss an update.